106.3 Cowboy Country, it's Jax. Well, tomorrow night at the Terry Bison Ranch Resort in Cheyenne, we are in for a treat as Jerrod Niemann will perform live. And right now, I have the awesome privilege of being joined by the man himself on the phone with me as the one and only singer-songwriter, Jerrod Niemann. What's happening, Jerrod?
I would say that's probably the kindest introduction I've ever received. I appreciate that, my brother. I'll tell you what, that's not just you saying that sounds fun. We're ready to come. We've been looking forward to this, so we hope everybody will come out and let us try to show them a good time.
Right on. Absolutely, yeah. And again, thanks so much for taking the time to join us this morning. Now I know you've been out touring on the Ghost Rider tour. You've been so busy. I was thinking to myself, I don't know how you're up so early.
Well, it's weird. Eventually, there's so many different time zones and flights and buses that throughout the years, 3 a.m. and 3 p.m. kind of just all become the same. So they all kind of run together. So I don't know. I kind of have learned to enjoy all hours of the day and or night.
Right on, yeah. So Jerrod, you're originally from Kansas, right?
That's right.
Right. So I have a few friends from Kansas myself, and I know that they're all Chiefs fans, even though Kansas City is in fact in Missouri. But are you also a Chiefs fan?
I was raised in the southwest corner of Kansas, right on the Oklahoma line. So you get kind of a mix between Chiefs fans and Cowboys fans. Really, Dallas is like maybe 15 miles further than Kansas City from where I grew up. So obviously I'm very happy for them, and I've been to some Chiefs games. And,
sure.
But over the years, I've kind of, living in different cities and meeting, certain athletes, and you just start cheering on people that are in the prime of their life and having that moment. And it's just neat to see people rise to the occasion. So I was excited for them, but I can't say I own a T-shirt. But maybe I should jump on the bandwagon.
Yeah. So hey, at least you can get to do some celebrating while you're on your tour, right?
Absolutely, yeah. I remember watching Mahomes when he was at Texas Tech. We went to a practice, and he was just an incredible guy. And so it's just always good to see the good guys win every now and then.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, again, Jerrod Niemann joins us over the phone again this morning. So, Jerrod, I got to ask, because obviously you've been crazy busy with this tour. You've hinted at some new music, which I'm going to get to more in a little bit. But when you're not busy with music, what's your favorite thing to do in your free time, if you have any, for that matter?
I never thought I'd say this ever, and I still feel like I'm lying, but actually working out, I'm kind of just found a lot of, way to really go through a lot of stuff in my head, just on the road kind of working out. So I've kind of gotten into that a lot more. A few years ago, I'd probably just say, which I still do, we like to crank up old school country music late at night after we get off stage or even before we go on, and just enjoy hanging with everybody that's on the bus, all sharing a dream together. Thanks to everybody giving us the support and love to do that, and we're grateful every day. But if you just kind of want some time to yourself, I've found my time in the gym to do that for me.
I could relate to that. I'm a habitual runner, so I go to the gym and run and a lot. So I can definitely see where that can come in, because I mean sometimes it can be tough to find time, but you got to make the most of it when you can.
Well, I know when I'm out in Cheyenne, I'll be looking at that beautiful view and taking in all that beautiful air. I know if I live there, that's where I'd be clearing my head.
Right on, man. So we have Jerrod Niemann on the phone. We're going to take a short break, but we're going to come back and we're going to talk some music with Jerrod Niemann, as well as his upcoming show happening tomorrow at the Terry Bison Ranch. 106.3 Cowboy Country, it's Jax. Once again, I am joined by Jerrod Niemann over the phone, and we're going to talk some music. He's got that show tomorrow night at the Terry Bison Ranch Resort, which we're all excited for. Now, Jerrod, you've had your last album came out in 2017. Now, can you say anything about what you have in the works, as you've hinted at some new music coming out? Is a full album in the works?
Yeah, what? I'll tell you, it's been a unique process. I have a lot of artists, people have studios in their basement, and I would be insulting the term studio, defining what I have in my basement. It's basically just a minimal amount of stuff. It's a cool writer's room. It's got a bunch of wacky stuff in it, but there's just enough equipment to get something done. And so I usually would use that as like a work tape or to make a demo, but in the wee hours of the morning, I just found myself starting from scratch and just kind of working through the whole song. And, you grab a guitar off the wall, a bass guitar, electric guitar, and your keyboard, and before you know it, you got a whole song. And I just have kind of found this really fun process to record everything just kind of by myself in my basement. So I took my tracks to my buddy who mixed Drink to That All Night, that album, but also he just got done finished working with Paul McCartney and U2, so he's obviously really dialed in, knows what he's doing, and I didn't tell him how I recorded it, that it was just me, just a few pieces of equipment, and he didn't say anything. And then I asked him, and he said, man, I was going to ask you how you did this and did that. And so it was very inspiring that he was supportive of the process. And so all the music that'll be coming out will just be little kind of projects I did in my basement. And I'm so excited because I went through a divorce like a year and a half ago. And whenever you get to that point in life, it's like you don't know if you're happy or sad. You're just kind of indifferent. And that's the worst place to be because you don't have anything to say. So it's been, obviously that's not a fun process, but what's been fun about it is being able to get some things off your chest and look at everything from the outside looking in and just kind of find a new coat of paint on life and move forward. And so this music's been really probably the most personal stuff I've ever written, and I'm so excited. I really believe in that some other people out there may be going through something that maybe they need to hear the songs, and that's the best feeling in the world, is for someone, because you both kind of face the same music.
For sure, that's awesome. That's really cool. That personal connection means so much. Now, do you have any sort of timeline when you're going to officially release some of that?
Well, I've got half of it mixed, and we're just inviting some of our friends over, like my buddy who works for Spotify and things like that, to just kind of show them the room and the process, to kind of let it sink in and see just kind of what everybody thinks. So we're just gearing up to loading the gun, so to speak, with all our friends that have been kind enough to help get the word out in the past. So I would say within the next month or two, there should be something out there.
Right on. So I'm guessing that you're going to be rocking some of that tomorrow night then, right?
Yeah, in fact, that's what the Ghost Rider tour, that song, it's whenever you've been around someone for years and then they're not there, there's still that essence of being creatures of habit, where you might be driving down the road and an inside joke pop in your head, or a song that you're familiar with, and you want to turn to the person next to you and say, oh, remember this, and they're not there. So it's kind of like that presence is still kind of there. So that's what the Ghost Rider is. It's just living with that, that vacancy of something that was usually filled. So, but it's not as deep as that.
Right on.
Kind of got a Southern rock vibe a little bit, but, it's just, like I said, I can't wait for you to hear it. It's one of my new favorites.
That's awesome. That's so cool. I'm definitely ready to party with you tomorrow night for sure.
Well, it was between calling the tour Ghost Rider or Throw Down Till We Throw Up.